Long ago, before the world knew the taste of delicate fish wrapped in tender rice, before sushi became a symbol of elegance and artistry, it was born in a place of necessity under the scorching sun and the endless waters, where the fisherman's fate was intertwined with the ocean's mercy. A gift from the waves. In the ancient lands of Southeast Asia, where mist kissed the rice fields and rivers whispered secrets to the wind, the first incarnation of sushi emerged, not as a luxury but as a lifeline. The fishermen of the Mekong Delta toiled under the watchful eye of the sun, their hands rough from casting nets, their lives dictated by the capricious nature of the tides. They sought a way to preserve their precious catch, for the river's bounty was fleeting, and hunger was a constant shadow. With the wisdom passed through generations, they discovered that by layering their fish between mounds of rice and salt, nature would weave its own magic. The rice fermented, releasing a tangy aroma, and the fish transformed, not rotting but deepening in flavor, becoming something greater than itself. This was the birth of narazushi, the first whisper of what the world would come to know as sushi. As the years wove themselves into centuries, the winds carried this secret eastward across the vast seas, into the heart of Japan, a land where the mountains met the waves, and the people revered the gifts of the ocean as sacred. The samurai, warriors bound by honor and discipline, saw in narazushi not just sustenance, but a symbol of endurance. They carried it into battle, a silent companion on the road to war, its pungent scent mingling with the steel of their blades. But in time, the Japanese people, refined in their ways, patient in their art, sought to perfect what had been given to them. They did the unthinkable. They ate the rice, gone were the days of discarding the fermented grains. Now the rice was seasoned with vinegar, embraced as part of the experience. In the heart of Edo, modern-day Tokyo, amidst the chatter of merchants and the scent of grilled fish, a man named Hanaya Yohei stood at the precipice of history. He was no warrior, no king, but he carried the soul of innovation in his hands. The people of Edo moved fast, their lives dictated by trade and tides, and they needed food that could match their pace. Hanaya, with his keen eyes and steady fingers, cut fresh fish, pressed it atop a mound of seasoned rice, and served it not in hours, not in days, but instantly. Nigiri sushi was born. It was no longer just food, it was an art. A single bite could hold the briny kiss of the sea, the soft embrace of rice, the delicate dance of wasabi and soy. It was poetry on the tongue, a fleeting moment of perfection. But history is cruel, and even the finest delicacies are not immune to the grip of fate. When war descended upon Japan, it brought not just loss of life, but loss of luxury. Sushi shops shuttered, rice was rationed, and the sea, once generous, grew silent. What was once a dish of harmony became a ghost, a fading memory in a land struggling to survive. But Japan is a land of resilience, like the cherry blossoms that bloom after the harshest winter. Sushi found its way back. With peace came rebirth, and with rebirth came a new vision. The once humble sushi now found itself on a new battlefield, the world. Across the ocean where the sun sets in gold, and the people knew not the taste of raw fish. Sushi arrived as a stranger. In Los Angeles, where neon lights danced against the night sky, it faced skepticism, reluctance, even fear. Raw fish, vinegared rice, the flavors were unfamiliar, the customs foreign. But sushi, ever adaptable, found a way. The California roll was born not in the heart of Tokyo, but in an American kitchen, where avocado, crab, and cucumber wrapped themselves in rice and seaweed, a marriage of East and West. It was not traditional, but it was the key. It opened doors, it sparked curiosity, and soon sushi became more than just a dish, it became an obsession. From America it spread like the tide, across Europe, through Australia, into the farthest corners of the earth. Sushi was no longer bound by geography, it belonged to the world. And so sushi stands today not just as a food, but as a story written in flavors, a tale carried by generations. It has seen emperors rise and fall, wars rage and peace return, oceans yield and replenish. It has traveled across continents, adapting, surviving, thriving. But through it all, one thing remains unchanged. Sushi is a bridge between past and present, between tradition and innovation, between lands and cultures. And as long as there are hands to shape rice, as long as there are fish in the sea and stories to be told, the legend of sushi will never fade. For sushi is not just food. It is time itself, wrapped in seaweed and served with love.